All right, Missouri State, a new entry into FBS football, by the way. The Missouri State Bears, it's their first season in FBS Division I college football this year in Conference USA, taking on USC. We've got USC 35.5-point home favorites, 59.5 the total. This will be at the Coliseum. I think what could be, and this is, here's where I stand with UFC. I got to see more from Jaden Mayava. I'm not there yet with proclaiming him the next great USC quarterback. I need to see more. Obviously, look, when you've got Eli Sanders and Wayne Jordan are solid at running back, Mekhi Lemon and Jacoby Lane, I mean, they do have good receivers at USC. The one thing to note with USC is the O-line is probably as questionable as they've had entering the season in any recent memory. You know, that offensive line, we'll have to see how it gels for Lincoln Riley coming into the year. Now, the defense was terrible 2-3 years ago. But last year, they did make big strides forward and improvement under DeAnton Lynn. People are starting to see, wow, it's pretty good hire, DeAnton Lynn, and what he's been able to bring for this defense. And on paper, the defense could even be better this year than last year. So take another step forward here for Danton Lynn here as the DC. So that's something to watch for in this game. One thing I'm going to look it up because just off the top of my head, when I'm saying Lincoln Riley and non-conference play lay big numbers, they haven't always been phenomenal in this type of situation. And it'll be interesting to see how it, because I remember the first game 2 years ago, they played San Jose State and they didn't cover that game and they were laying 31. That's the one that stands out a couple of years ago. They were 31-point home favorites against San Jose State, and they won 56-28. They did play a lot better in the second half, but I know in the first half of that game, it was a struggle. You know, it was 21-14 USC at halftime. It was a 7-point game. And here's the thing with Missouri State that a lot of people who don't do the proper research and digging won't know. They'll say, hey, it's Missouri State. They're new in the FBS. They're in Conference USA. They suck. Bet against them. This quarterback is a tall quarterback. He's a good quarterback. His name is Jacob Clark. He's been here for a long time. He's pretty good. And I'm very much interested in a Missouri State bet here in the first half, where it could be one of these deals where there's not a lot of film out there, certainly not at the FBS level, because they're a new entry into football, FBS football in Division I. I could see Jacob Clark and that Missouri State Bears offense maybe taking USC by surprise early. And, you know, they have some weapons. The O-line's, again, not bad. They're going to be up against it because you're playing a Big Ten team, but still, O-line's solid. And defense is the concern for Missouri State. They're definitely weaker on that side of the football entering the year. But offensively, you know, you could even, if you're concerned about the defense, not just first half spread on Missouri State, you could go first half team total over on Missouri State. I might even do that because I do worry about the defense, but I like Jacob Clark. Everything I've seen and read is that he's a pretty solid quarterback. I think he'll be have a good season. And USC, I still think of that game 2 years ago, Lincoln Riley at home against San Jose State. 31-point favorite. They were leading by 7 at halftime, a very slow start. So maybe a first half, Missouri State. I'm very much interested. I've got that circled. 20. What's the point spread here? Let me see. Missouri State first half. 21.5 with Missouri State first half, plus 21.5. I could see them covering that. I'm not banking on USC being an ultra-fast starter. C-Mac here in this game. What do you think?
Yeah, it'll be because of their defense. If they do, you know, SC's defense and how much better it really is. I just think SC, as Missouri State could get theirs, like SC is going to be able to score here. I think it will, for the most part. I mean, Missouri State's defense was that bad. Yep. They were good. Like they had a nice last year was other than be horrible, but they were pretty good, and they did it with that offense. Though you know they kind of gave up points like Youngstown, Indiana State, Northern Iowa, all these teams, Murray State. Now when they played South Dakota State, they lost 45-9. You know, to end the year, so a little bit of a step up there. But I just think in the end, SC will kind of get what they want in this game. So there's just no way, with them, with Lincoln Riley and a defense to lay points with them. You just think they get their team total, or this game gets over because Missouri State can do their part as well a little bit here.